Tell me where do I go? Tell me where do I take us? Your heart is starting to slow. May the water be safe. As I dive in, bloodstains washing underneath the waves. A beat reaching out to keep you safe. As we fall, I can't hold on much longer. We're drifting down to the other side. Try to pull us under. Keep holding out for the other side. Tell me where do I go? Tell me where do I take? Where do I go? Tell me where do I take? The heart starts to slow. May the water be safe. Where do I go? Inside do I go? Where do I go? Tell me where do I take? Tell me where do I go? Tell me where do I take? The heart starts to slow. May the water be safe. As we fall, I can't hold on much longer. We're drifting down to the other side. Try to pull us under. Keep holding out for the other side. Welcome to the world, no heroes and villains. Welcome to the war, we've only begun. So pick up your weapon and face it. There's blood on the ground, go and take it. You get one shot to make it out alive. So higher and higher you chase it. It's deep in your bones, go and take it. This is your moment. Now is your time, so prove yourself and rise, rise. Make them remember you. Push through heaven. Rise, rise. They will remember you. Welcome to the climb up. Reach for the summit. Visions brave, the one falls, steadily the end. So higher and higher you chase it. It's deep in your blood, go and take it. This is your moment. Take to the skies, go. Prove yourself and rise, rise. Make them remember you. Push through heaven. Rise, rise. They will remember you. Get
Welcome back, everybody. It's the second series of our Sunday. It is Garm, the big dogs, the big demons of the VCS, taking on G Media Luxury, a true David versus Goliath, if I've ever seen one. Welcome to the VCS English Analyst Desk. My name is Everyday, with, as always, Marby and Yulway. And I think Yulway has a little plan for us.
Yeah, first, I have to say, I just rewatched AOT Season 1, and I think it's more Levi against the Titan, which happens to also be very Gum favorite in that one. Very Levi favorite, I should say. So, the little game I want to play is... let's guess some stats. So...
Oh. I was hoping for something a bit more exciting.
So... Goal difference at 15. Who do you think is the best team in the VCS?
Garm.
Probably.
Correct. Early game
Obviously.
rating.
Garm.
Mid and late rating.
Garm.
Yeah, pretty good so far. Accurate. Combined kills per minute. Who gets the most kills per minute?
Flash.
No, it's actually Gum.
No, it's not. No. Damn, I thought I had it with Flash.
I'm winning.
Who has the shortest games in the VCS?
Gum.
Correct.
Probably, yeah.
And now, a difficult one. Elder Dragon percentage for Gum?
100%.
Hey.
Probably 0%. Has
0%. They never hit it.
No.
It's
It's actually 100%. It's true. They got it, I think, once or so. So yeah, you can see it's not the most easy. It's not the easiest opponent for G Media Luxury. Gum dominating absolutely everything. It's pretty fun to click through the stats of all the VCS teams. They all get sorted by the best team, right? And the first row is always the same because Gum doesn't change. Gum is dominating absolutely everything. I think the only statistic they're not first in, or the only relevant statistic, is first dragon, actually. They don't really go for first dragons too often. There's Cyclone Buffalo that are dominating that one, but everything else, it's Gum all the way. 3k
Let me
gold.
guess, they're second in first dragons there.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
It's Garb all the way down. Some really ridiculous stuff. This team, like, coming into the split, I mean, we all agreed they were the best team, right? Obviously. No one dared dissent. But in all seriousness, we all agreed they were a very strong team. But I don't think any of us predicted them to be this strong.
Yeah, 6-0. One of the very few teams around the globe still undefeated. Not only undefeated in series, but also in games still. I'm not sure if any other team can say that for themselves. I believe UL over in the LCL still. So it's only 2 teams now, and I think EDG is still unbeaten in series, but they have lost games. So if Gum once again 2-0s today, they're going to be even more isolated across the globe as one of the most dominant teams domestically.
Yeah, absolutely. There will be a bit of a switch up though, because we're getting Easy Love in. Will that change much? Probably not. But it'll be good to see him again, I guess, just for old time's sake.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's any tactical reason to bring. I genuinely think it's, well, we're paying him. May as well get him to play a game. I don't think it's going to make a huge difference. Style has been really, really good, which has obviously been a big surprise. But he's been great. But I think they're just giving Easy Love a run. Can you think of any real reasons they might bring him in your way?
I could not a game reason, but I could see a schedule reason. So it's their only game after a 2-week break, and they only play one series against a pretty bad team, or supposed to be bad team. So maybe Easy Love wanted to stay with his family for another week or something. So not Easy Love, Style, of course. So they just said, yeah, who cares? We have 2 ADCs. Easy Love's not going to see any play in other games, so why not? It's only one series. It's only 2 games, probably game time of 1 hour combined. So I don't think it will matter too much, and it's nice to see Easy Love starting again, at least for one series, because he was always underappreciated, I'd say.
I would agree.
Absolutely. I don't think there's many in-game reasons to bring in easy love over style. But I guess we focused on Garm a lot. Should we look at G Media?
We should, but before we do, let's bring up the predictions.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Did anyone take the bold call of predicting 2-1?
I don't think so.
No. No one did.
No. We can talk about G Media Luxury. They did suffer a loss to Team Secret this week, which is not what you wanted to see. They wanted to win that quite badly. I think G Media Luxury have been impressing compared to where we thought they might be. But do they actually win any lanes against Garm?
Potentially, they win, and I use win in sort of air quotes, the top lane. And that would only be with great jungle attention to that top side. Because
Kiaya losing lane? That's a bold call.
Kiaya has been playing at weak side a lot of the time. So if there's a lot of jungle attention up towards Kemken, maybe he can win the lane. But
win the lane.
Then you have the issue of bot side of the map is probably going to lose because they've been really weak for G Media. Blazers versus Cardi. If Cardi's on like a sort of facilitating support, you're gonna go even there. And
yeah, I
even
think
then
that's the lane they can maybe win the 1v1, honestly. I think Blazes into Carti. If Carti's on set, or if Carti is on Galio or something, where he just roams and brings ahead all the other lanes in his jungler, then maybe just looking at the scoreboard, you could argue it's a hard case to make, but as Blazes won his lane afterwards. But honestly, realistically, there's nowhere they can go.
He might win his lane according to Twitch chat. Because they'll go, he has 5 CS lead, he win lane. And it'll be Lucian versus Set. Look, we don't want to be all... True. We don't want to be all doom and gloom, but we also want to be realistic here. We don't want to mislead people. This is... this is a snowball's chance in a firestorm. We are heading into Champions
Would it be the biggest upset of the year if they lost?
Well, the year is very young.
I mean, globally, not only VCS.
Probably.
Bro did beat Damwon Gaming.
It's true. Now that's a good one.
I don't think New Damwon. Yeah, but it's New Damwon. I don't think New Damwon's quite as good. Without agree.
I'm also pretty sure that's Brion's only win. That's a pretty big upset.
It's a big upset, but I actually think in terms of the gap between teams, Garm is more gapped to the rest of the VCS than Damwon is to the LCK.
Malphite ban.
The Malphite ban. Wow. This is just respect bans, but there's about 10 more champions you'd have to ban.
I want to talk about the blue side rel ban, because that's
concerning. Yeah, that's true.
Concerning for the side of Bizbo, but because maybe it means that they really, really want to go for something in the jungle, like the Udyr or something, but I would just be picking that 9 times out of 10, because Brell is busted.
Well, it's pretty good, yeah. I'd like to see the Taliyah from Levi, because she's going to be nerfed in the next patch, so this is potentially the last time we can see Levi Taliyah, so please. What did I just say? Nah, first pick.
B1 Nah! Woo!
Make the tweet at LS B1 Nah incoming. Oh man, what?
Unbelievable.
I'm pretty sure LS already has enough anxiety problems. He doesn't need to see B1 Nah.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes.
He always gets his wish. Levi Taliyah.
It's a big smurf.
Taliyah is the best AP jungler. Levi is the best jungler that loves it to play AP champions. It's a match made in heaven.
It is. Loaded up his 3-dimensional device, and now Levi is ready to kill them all. I'm sorry, I'm going to stop.
Back. I mean, look, you can make all the references. You just can't expect us to get them.
I'll get them. I'll get them. I just want you to stop before you accidentally spoil me for the new season.
Oh, I have only seen the first one, so I can't spoil
don't tell
anything.
Twitch chat that. Anyway, we do have the first 3 picks from GLX coming in. They have secured themselves a Nidalee and an Aphelios on top of that. Nah, will be Easy Love. We assume it's Easy Love in. That's what they announced. We don't know 100% yet, but 99% sure. We'll be going to the Xayah.
So, Marby,
Yeah.
please tell me what the overall goal of this GLX draft is.
That's what the goal is. Just to upset me and Rebel. Because there's Meliodas, not Melly, wow. Sorn Nidalee was basically a big part of their loss to Secret because it was invisible, it was constantly, and when it was visible, it was because it was getting constantly caught out. What is the goal of this GLX comp? I would assume team fighting at this point, but that's a hard ask with when you're going up against Garm.
Yeah, and also team fighting with Nidalee is never the greatest. Just don't really understand what they're trying to build here. Seraphine Band? Okay. So they could go for an Enchanted. They could go Lulu Aphelios here to go hyper carry late game, I guess. Into a diving composition around Renekton. They could also try to go for a little bit more explosiveness in mid lane and maybe support. Maybe... I mean, they could go Gragas Yasuo here to really have a cool composition, but other than that, I don't really understand what they're trying to do here.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I was going to bring up, potentially with the composition GLX has built so far, we could maybe see B's Braum, which would make me a very happy person. But we're just going to go the Alistar. Bit of a shame, but lets you save that mid lane pick till last. They can still, of course, flex the Renekton into mid. Cardi has played that before against Galio, but probably not going to take it into a Jace.
Why?
I mean, this leaves Nidalee as the sole AP, which she actually does like.
Yeah, that's true.
Blazers does have a penchant for his AD mid laners. So, yeah.
He's basic budget DR1, yeah.
That's so the big tanks for Cardi are out of the way.
Yeah, the problem is Cardi beat DR1 all the time in finals, and now you go with a budget DR1. Maybe what just happened?
So we don't get to see what the last.
There's
it's
apparently
Wukong, apparently.
Interesting.
Okay.
Overlay broke a little bit there, but it was a Wukong last bit.
Means Renekton is going to be mid lane. We have very good stun setup and CC setup for Taliyah to do whatever she likes. And I think this is the Levi Smurf game. He can go to any lane he wants. There's so much CC everywhere. I think Levi, we're in for a treat here from Levi.
Yeah, I mean, I would have definitely preferred something like Pantheon mid over the Renekton flex. You get the same point and click CC setup, but you just have a better roaming mid laner, I guess. I don't know.
Renekton mid lane is for some reason the #1 mid lane pick today. I don't know why, but here we are.
I mean, overall, I don't think it will really make that much of a difference. I think player diff will just be too big unless something catastrophic happens at level 1.
Yeah, so. It would. I think the way GLX can only win is through cheese. Garm definitely running a very strange comp, but any comp that screams to me, "Oh, Levi has to carry," yeah, I'm not too worried. He probably will. Like, yeah, there. Taliyah has to do so much this game. Yeah, it's Levi. Not a worry, man. Seriously, not a worry at all.
Yeah, there's very few junglers in the world I would trust to carry more than Levi in the VCS.
Yeah, I'm super happy to see so many of my preferred champions right now on the side of Garm. I love Wukong, even though I play him jungle all the time. I love watching Wukong as well. He's such an exciting champion, very volatile, very much going for the trades early on, and pretty squishy as well. So can die, can be punished, and then of course Taliyah, let's go.
Yes, and for my final prediction, the giant lizard and the giant monkey have decided that friendship is more important, that thus they will win.
Yes, it's the third act of Godzilla vs. Kong where they team up, take on a greater threat. Except they've
Man.
except they really undersold the villain of the third act, and it might not be too pretty.
Oh, it's one of
how it
those
goes. I
cases where they used all the good villains for the first two, and then the third is just, well, we put something together here. Take it, please.
Yeah, it's like when you know a comic book is running out of ideas because they put Plastic Man.
What?
Plastic Man's a real hero.
Nice.
He's actually really powerful. He's actually very powerful. One of Batman's reoccurring villains, Calendar Man.
What? You can't be serious.
I'm dead serious. Calendar Man is a real reoccurring Batman villain. He's actually
I
quite
can
fun.
confirm Calendar Man is a real villain.
It's true. It's true. GLX is definitely the Calendar Man of this one. As Kemken is already getting bullied by Kiaya, tries to trade back, but still loses out quite badly to the Monkey.
Yeah, Monkey level
Let's,
1 has some very, very strong traits, especially against squishy laners, because he gets so much free armor, so much free life rack as well. He can overextend in the trade, and basically on the backhand of the trade gets all the lost HP back. So it's very nice to play Wukong early on aggressively. Wukong struggles really hard against stronger melee matchups, something like, say, Garen. We don't really see Garen anywhere, but something like Garen, like Riven, where he can't really trade too aggressively, and then he can't do anything because all he does is go in, right? He can't really play defensively. He has no range to last at anything from afar. Levi spotted. Very smart ward from Kemken here, anticipating the early roam from Levi.
Yeah, still zoning him completely off this wave. Levi making sure that Kiaya, that one lane that they might win, has been removed from the board. And Kemken, well, so far he's on 2 CS, so we can't even say 3 Kemken. He hasn't even got 3 yet. Oh boy, this is already very rough.
By the way, first pick Gnar, right? So
yeah, first pick now.
Son will be spotted
Son.
on this ward as well. I'm not even sure he wants to be here. He probably
spear.
loses out in the long run.
Well,
Levi,
he flashes
very
over
low.
the wall. Levi's actually extremely low. Kemken can make something happen, but it's a good angled flash from Levi. They get out of there. Now it's all on Kiaya. The monkey is in that big pole, and he smacks the cat to death. That's first blood for Garm.
I think Son
coming
just...
back.
Oh, nicely done,
Oh.
Kemken.
Well done, Kemken, recognizing the one for one potential. That was smart. That was really well done by Kemken.
I'm not actually sure it's good for him, though, because he's still losing the lane
Well,
there
it's better
right here.
than, to be fair, it's better than
Dying.
and not getting the kill.
Fair enough. But still...
He was dead. He was 100% dead.
I think Son just forgot about Kiaya's damage. He was so focused on killing Levi, he completely forgot the monkey was chunking away at him. I was like, bonk, 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 bonk. He died eventually. He didn't really do much. He just auto-attacked him to death. It was quite funny
BK.
to look at.
Bonky Kong.
Yeah, Bonky Kong indeed. Look at Son. He flashes away. Now he sees Levi's HP. He's like, I need this kill. I need this kill. Well, he just steps back into the... Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
that was very silly by Solon. That was extremely silly.
maybe
Kemken-
Kemken
yeah.
caught that they could
Oh,
win the 2v2.
hang on. What is going on? Levi was behind another tower, playing very aggressive on this Taliyah. But Sorn was there to make sure he skedaddles.
Yeah, you love to see it. Kiaya with double buffs now. Kemken is hating his life up here. Look at the HP difference. Just not in terms of current HP, to just max HP difference in this matchup. Kiaya is like 3 times Kemken's HP. And he has red buff.
What?
This is horrible. Oh no.
Oh, and Levi's
no.
here. Oh no, he's going to throw some chocolates in. Can he land them all? Certainly. Bink, bink, bonk. Easy love on the bottom side, as is tradition, has been sacrificed. But they trade it back 1 for 1. And, chat, what did we tell you? Garm's pretty good.
No.
Oh no! Shin Shin has
Cut the
joined the
tape.
server!
Cut the tape.
He teleports back in and he is instantly dead. That's 3 for Kemken.
Another challenger appears. Sorn. What can he do? Blazes?
He gets spotted by Cardi. Blazes is here as well. Cardi could actually be in some trouble, but with the Dominus, he's flashing forward. Levi wants to make it happen. There it is. Blazes been extinguished. It is the middle of winter. Kiaya over the wall as the Wukong following in onto Sorn. And when a monkey fights a house cat, it only goes one way. Apparently, it's actually the cat getting away. Not what I expected, but definitely not turning it around. And Garm is here to play.
Well, Levi 3-1, 300 gold shutdown. Oh, we look at bot lane. I don't think there is a bot lane. What are we looking at? I'm confused. What is this?
I don't know. This is a different game, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Oh, another kill.
Look at top lane, by the way. Look at top lane.
Oh my god.
Easy Love did die again, so GLX can take some solace in the top lane. And GLX are now currently asking if this is going against bullying guidelines. They've called the pause. Timeout. This isn't fair.
What can you even say? So, every day, you know how there are some combinations, right? Everyone is talking about Nidalee Renekton. Everyone is talking about Lilia Renekton, the combination of AD and then Talia Renekton. And so often we don't actually get to see the combo come to fruition. But this game is the game you show the doubters. You say, well, Talia Renekton, there's a reason people prioritize this combination. And yeah, this might be why.
It's interesting though. You're like putting in that thought, thinking they were talking about synergy, that kind of thing. I'm just gonna sum up in English, of course. I've translated it on the fly. Garm's comms so far this game. Haha, lol. Let's just dive 10-10. Yeah, man, that'll be really funny. And then Easy Love chimed in saying, "Hey guys, I really need help." Shut up, Easy Love. We're diving Chem for the first time.
No, he's not. His mic is not even enabled. They were. I know why they put Easy Love back in. I know.
It's like when you play Nintendo back in the day with like your little cousin, and you said, "Yeah, you're playing too," and it's not plugged in. That's Easy Love this game.
No, I know why they got Easy Love back into the team.
Back in game.
Yeah, I'm gonna transition us over. Style actually talked and demanded attention, and they're like, "Okay, you had your fun 3 series in. Now we need some silence from the bot lane. We are going to ignore you again." So what happened here? Easy Love. Oh, Bispo just with a very nice flank gets the E there through the minions. Nicely done from Bispo. You have to give him credit. And
Easy Love
not quite able to hit the last late call on Bispo there for the counter kill. 2k gold lead at 7 minutes.
Brutal.
Actually pretty bad for Garm standards.
Garm needs to pick up the pace, honestly. Easy Love really inting his team into the hole.
Also, another Red Smite mage. Why? Why, Levi? Why?
Who cares?
But why?
Red. Red is kill color. Red
so
make kill.
Random.
Blue buff is secured. Everyone is here. The wall is built. They're going in on Sorn, and the jump is interrupted by the spinning monkey. The cow takes a big bite, and it's another kill for Garm. And what else is there to say except that this is utter destruction?
Do you remember last season when
Look
everyone...
at Kemken's farm! He has 9 CS!
it's
1
bullying.
CS per minute! Woo!
Let's go. What are we doing here?
OP, he is in that ultimate. He will manage to get away, but Bispo desperately trying to keep his team in this one. Honestly, so far, pretty good Gragas play out of him, all jokes aside.
Yeah, absolutely. Apart from the top lane roam, where Blazes got surprised by the insane damage from Levi and Kati, he is actually playing a pretty good game as well, controlling his mid lane mostly and giving a little bit of space to Sorn, who, sadly, on his part is inting everything away, but we know that from Sorn. He's a Feast of Famine player, and against Levi, more often than not, sadly, it's the part he didn't want to show.
Yes, Levi causes famines. He drank the rain and ensured that no one could eat. Yeah. This is a little bit brutal, to say the least. Sorn out farming Levi, though. So, winning, clearly. Your way. Can you find some positives for DLX?
Bot lane is doing quite well, I guess. You could try to snowball Shine here. Sadly, Shine is so far has been very, very susceptible to just overplaying his lead. or just prone to throw away all of his kills in the mid game. Because, in my opinion, Shine is positionally the worst ADC in the VCS. I think his mechanics are decent, but his positioning is really bad. So let's see if he can improve upon that today.
So while we're sort of just watching, it has slowed down for a moment, and we don't necessarily do so many things. Just to link into that point, I have a hot take. I want to get your opinion on it. When you're evaluating a VCS player, hang on, see if anything happens here. I don't think it will. It's GLX continuing to do well in the bot side. When you're evaluating a VCS player, I think their solo queue rank is utterly useless as a stat. Because, and I'll justify it, because, yeah, the VCS has good mechanics. We know. You can get high solo queue ranks even on the Korean ladder with just being a god mechanically. Yeah, we know, it's the VCS. You've got great mechanics. But who cares? That's not what the VCS needs.
Yeah, honestly,
really
I've never
apart,
been a big fan of solo queue rankings for pro players, because in the end, all these players are good solo queue players. Like, I think you can take more away from people who are bad in solo queue from a pro player perspective than from the good solo queue players, because in the end, to succeed in solo queue, you kind of have to play inefficiently when it comes to learning as well. A lot of LEC pros, I think, have spoken about this as well, where if you want to get to rank 1, maybe it's better to one-trick a champion, or to focus on certain matchups and certain positions and not experiment ever to not lose a LP. That's not very good as a pro player. So, no. Yeah. For me, it's more the other way around. When someone is really struggling in solo queue, then you might be able to take something away from that. Whereas someone is just smurfing in solo queue, yeah, I'm not sure if it transitions too much into
I just think it's particularly relevant in the VCS. You know, I was having a conversation with a member of our community about like rookies and stuff, and you know, he was saying, well, this guy was like, you know, he was Grandmaster in Korea. I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah, I couldn't care less about that either.
I do not care, because okay, he'll be able to hang with the best mechanically. That's good. But will he miss position constantly, shine, and constantly lose his team games through that? Well, solo queue rank doesn't tell me if he will or not. I think it's completely irrelevant.
Yeah, I mean, some of the prodigies definitely have shown us in pro play as well. The potential from solo queue is true. Kiaya, Levi, Zeros, right? Those players were always the most famous for solo queue ranking in Korea, and also are the best players on the server, right?
It's tricky because the issue, particularly in a minor region like the VCS, is that you have nothing else.
That's true.
All you've got is their solo queue rank. In the end, they don't exactly have another way to prove themselves. VCSB is kind of a joke. So I understand, like, I'm not flaming people for reading into it. I'm just getting my view out there. I wanted to get your opinion, because I think people get a little bit too hyped around VCS.
Oh, for sure. I 100% agree with that, yeah. Not only VCS, actually everywhere. I think, like, new rookies. Look at Zeus. He's pronounced Zeus, right? Like the Greek god. The new top laner for T1.
Yeah.
He got so much hype from solo queue, and in the games he's played so far, he's looking decent, but not like a god, right? And he's such a solo queue god. I mean, he can still grow into that position, as we have Levi.
Oh, hang on, we do actually have a fight down here. It will be Bizbo paying for the sins of his team. The teleports are calling in. Avengers assemble. Kiaya in the backline. He's spinning, but he's actually getting chunked down pretty low. Has to find a way out of it, which he does. Kemken has the full Gnar bar. He does transform, gets the Gnar off with his dying breath. Blazers goes in on easy love, but a quick feather storm will ensure his escape. And I can hear some jangling. What's that? Oh, I can hear it. It's wallets. They're being hit by wallets your way. They're being beaten to death with coins.
Yeah, you can see some of the issues of some of the champions there, especially Wukong. He is not an assassin. The new Wukong is really not focused on one-shotting people, and you can see that there. Kiaya is pretty far ahead, right, in this game, and he's level 9 to level 8 on Shine, so it's only a 1 level advantage, but you still expect the old Wukong, a strong old Wukong, would be able to one-shot Shine here. But this Wukong is really more about team fighting, about consistent damage and finding knockups and enabling your team. You can see he's not even winning the 1v1 against Shine in terms of damage, so yeah, the champion is a very good setup champion and can be strong in 1v1 situations, especially in extended trades. He's not a burst champion anymore, mostly. So some issues here and there, but it's still okay. This is a burst champion though. This Talia is a pretty good champion, and I'm so happy that Gum is actually showing all the other foolish participants. I'm not even calling them contenders in the VCS because Gum doesn't really allow for contenders. They are participants.
Yeah,
no. No one else is picking Talia, even though she's insanely broken on 11.2. So thank you, Levi, for making sure everyone knows.
The rest of it's like, you know, in something like the Karate Kid or that, where you see. Oh god, someone just got splat. Oh my god, he just got absolutely splattered. It's like in the Karate Kid or something where the villain, you know, he's got to beat up a bunch of people to make him look tough. That's Garm, and then they go to Worlds and they can actually fight against, you know, someone that might beat them. But the VCS, they're really just all the kids at the dojo.
What's that
getting
Worlds
their
you're
jaws
talking
broken.
about? I didn't know about such a occurrence.
Yeah, it doesn't exist in the VCS. Oh, now you made me sad.
Oh, the cannon.
I still think Flash could have gotten out of Group C. Genuinely.
We'll never know. We'll never know.
This
Flash is certainly not going anywhere.
No, not this Flash. Not anymore. No. But last year, if they're in Group C, I think they can beat 2 of those 4 teams. But oh well, we'll never know.
I think
Check
it's
back
possible.
in with the game.
Definitely possible.
It's 5k goal.
What game?
It's 5K
So
goal.
Levi, can Levi one-shot Son and Bispo at once? I'm not sure. Oh, B actually buying a little bit of space.
Bispo's a bit tanky.
Yeah, maybe not Bispo. Even though Bispo doesn't have Aftershock or anything, so I think he's probably going to die very quickly to Levi's combo. It's nice how GLX tried to contest and then looked at Levi and were like, maybe not. Fighting against this Talia in the river, maybe not the greatest idea ever, so let's just not contest this objective.
Ken getting bullied by B. There's no one else here.
Nice dodge from B.
Oh, will he get baited? No, not quite. Levi won't put up the wall. Don't want to invest any more resources into Ken. At the moment, this is a little bit of a 3v5, let's be honest.
B definitely suffering some
and
success
Nidalee.
there. Because he wanted to bait the kill, so Levi could get another nice kill spoon fetch him. But B actually won the 1v1 against Camkin, so Camkin was scared of the support.
It's true.
It's so sad.
This is rough. The Ken
Son.
fan club.
Oh yeah, Son. Go on him.
He's going in, does a fair bit of damage, gets the electrocute proc, but is regretting his decisions afterwards. Bispo rotating in to make sure there's no follow-up. A big scary Santa. I was always scared of Santas as a kid, so I understand why I'm backing off.
So every day remind me why someone would pick Nidalee. So what are the strengths of Nidalee, as Levi's going to surfing?
He's just looking cool. Because she can go Moonstone on this patch. Right?
Okay. You went somewhere else. I didn't expect this answer. Fair enough, she can.
You never expected me to advocate for Moonstone, did you?
No, I did not.
I'm a 3-dimensional character your way.
That's
I
pretty
have
good.
depth.
So usually people would say, yeah, she accelerates ahead and she's faster than anyone else in clear and she can constantly invade and be ahead in experience. Might be a little bit weaker in team fights, but it doesn't matter because you disable the enemy jungler. Yeah, well, not quite what happened in this game, so maybe you should not prioritize the Nidalee anymore into Gum, into Levi. Especially when there's a different mage jungler that is just better than Nidalee at every stage of the game. Maybe not the correct choice.
Also, to be fair, it's Sorn. Just play tanks.
Yeah, he's the best Sejuani player. I mean, he is a very good Nidalee player. Or he was. He's not having his greatest games right now, but traditionally, he is actually the one player in the VCS that can challenge Levi on farming junglers. His Nidalee is super, super good if he's on form. But right now, this week, Sorn is not playing to his usual level, and he really needs to be on his best performance to challenge Levi.
Bispo, he's in some trouble. Cardi dies forward, but it's a
TT.
good barrel. The
Camken does not
teleport
want to be here.
in. He immediately flashes, just says decisions, but this is actually a decent trade here for GLX. They win that fight fairly hard. GARM being a little bit sloppy at the moment, not pushing their lead quite as well as they could.
I mean, GLX
20
didn't
seconds
get
on the
anything though, and Kiai is already
No,
crashing
but
the turret.
They got positioning on the river with 20 seconds to a drag. That's about all GLX can get this game, so I'm going to give it to them when they do.
Good job, GLX. Good job. You almost got a kill there.
I mean, they're not getting much else, man. They're 6k down or 5k down at 19 minutes. Like, it's not going well. As the Rift Herald will start her charge, go in, crack open the mid lane, buy even more space for GARM. It's an impressive performance, to say the least. This is why we say that GARM are just in a tier of their own. They are the S++ of the VCS, and the next best team comes in at around about a B.
I don't know if I actually really like casting and watching GARM games, because it feels, you get the feel of awe. There's almost no team, maybe no team in the world that is this dominant in their league, and it can be boring to watch from time to time, especially if GARM takes their time and you know the game's over, but it's also very impressive. It's just how they replicate the success every single game and look head and shoulders above anyone every single game is very impressive.
Oh, there is a catch here onto Easy Love, but he's got the Featherstorm into the Blade Caller. This is still a good play. It's a good attempt at least. But Thorn is dead. Levi has dove in on the wall. He runs along. Kiaya spins, and that's going to be more kills. 3 picked up. I respected the attempt by GLX, but they're just far, far too far behind. Baron is started up. On your point, I think there have been dominant teams in the world. I think GARM is the kind of team I like being that dominant because they're super active. They kill people.
That's
it's
true.
not like they're just way, way smarter than their opponent, like the old LCK style, when you had like where the LCK was dominated back in the day, and you just had like 4 kills happen in an entire game because, you know, SKT, whoever it was so smart.
Cool combo, by the way.
Here.
Cool combo. If you're not this far behind, and maybe your Gragas does not support Gragas, I think you get him one shot there. So it was a pretty nice combo, but then of course, well, the rest of the fight is not really a fight. It's just, it's still the feast. I mean, the feast is kind of the theme in our trailer, right? So GARM really wanted to double down on the trailer.
I don't know if like the real theme of the Last Supper was how nice the food was, but hey, I'm sure, you know, Jesus splashed out for his homies as they pick up 2 kills, and they will be led.
I'm pretty sure they didn't have the ice thingy in their drinks at the Last Supper either, so I think.
I feel like Jerusalem in 2000 BC didn't exactly have access to dry ice. I think you're right. Kiaya diving on in, a very aggressive play out of...
Oh, Sorn.
He goes gold. Sorn is going to try and get a revenge kill, but can't even get that, and that should just be game wrapping up.
Yeah, I really have to heavily criticize Levi here. Not building the Magi's is almost reportable, I'd say. With that start, like, why didn't he just go back and buy Darksteel immediately in the first back? Not sure. He's playing it very safe, which, yeah, not what we expect from Levi, but please more Taliyah. I thoroughly enjoyed this Taliyah performance. Please give me more. A great champion. It's so much fun to play.
That is dominant, to say the least. That was a bit of a shellacking. There's not a huge amount to say, and there's very, very little to say that's positive about GLX there. GARM just continuing their absolute run of dominance, at least in Game 1. The real question is, can anyone even make this this Titan bleed? Because at the moment, it kind of feels like they're just going to stomp their way through the entire VCS. But we'll bring you every step that they take on their journey here on VCS English. We'll be back for Game 2 in about 5 minutes. Don't go anywhere, guys. We'll be right back.
tell me where do I take?
Welcome back, everybody. So Garm, they're a pretty good team, honestly. Yeah. You know, it was a close game. They only killed Kemken 5 times in the first 12 minutes. You know, he did manage to get 2 CS in the first 4 minutes. That's a little bit sloppy. Kiaya, can't give him any MVP points from. He did let his laner actually get CS. Not good enough, really. Levi
Pathetic.
died. Like, actually died. Pretty pathetic, not gonna lie. Honestly, Garm, they're just okay. In all seriousness, like, my word, Garm is good. Marby, you weren't on the cast. What was your take on game 1?
I got a few flashbacks because it doesn't matter. You can change the entire rest of the roster. Isilov is still not getting any help.
It's true.
He is still going to be left completely alone down there.
I'm actually unironically thinking that they wanted to play the old style again. They were like, yeah, we know the new team is better when we play around bot lane. Bot lane is very important. But you know, it's GLX. Style, you get an early night. let us do the work here. Isilov, yeah, you're in the team. Yeah, okay, I guess you load into the game. Not sure if you're supposed to play the game, but you can load into the game.
It's like Easy Love saw them ganking bowling. He's like, guys, I want to play like this. I want to experience what it's like. Easy Love, they load into the rift and they're like, oh, it's Easy Love ganked up. Easy Love's like, huh? Why is Kiaya fed? What? No, this isn't meant to happen. I'm being killed. It's
sad.
No man has suffered as much as Easy Love has on the rift.
Well, Isilov, I'm pretty sure Isilov has some sort of record with the best win rate, worst stats for best win rate or something. We would really need to take a look at his like CSD compared to win rate and then see if it's the best, the worst CSD compared to win rate of all time, because it certainly feels like it. He's just being left alone in bot lane, and then he looks at top lane. Oh, we're 5k ahead. Nice.
Easiest wins ever. We are into champions like Malphite. We'll be hitting the bench once again. Truly, they are fear of the Yup Rock. And we are getting Zoe and Lilia removed by Garm. Set taken away for GLX. Can GLX do anything in this draft to actually get over the line?
Now, without some serious changing of the source code to get themselves a few extra bans, and by a few extra, I'm talking about 150 something? 150 something bands?
So we play without champions.
How many champs we at?
53, I believe? 54?
Sorn, however, is no longer allowed to pick the Nidalee. He's no longer allowed to play as they're going to put in Killer Queen just to see. And after that performance from Sorn, I don't think that's necessarily the wrong move to take.
And another Aphelios. I mean, their lane actually worked out. The bot lane was pretty strong, so they're going to double down on that one. Aphelios Gragas again. This time into Kai'Sa first pick. Gum first picked an ADC for Isilov. I'm a little confused. But to be fair, nothing was taken away from them. They could just go Renekton Talia again here.
They could. I mean, they did change out the bans. I think Zoe was open last time, and they banned out Samira and Kai'Sa. So they did change things up, and they've obviously picked the Kai'Sa.
Simple Renekton. I wouldn't even... This would be just absolutely a flex, but if Levi locked in Nidalee here... just to flex,
that would be.
I wouldn't be against it.
No, he's going back to the Talia.
No, he's decided he wants to actually win and go have an early night.
I mean, he would win on the Nidalee as well.
True, but he wants an early night instead of having to work extra hard. So, gonna just pick the Talia. It's answered with a Graves, which is very interesting to
Yeah, by interesting you mean bad.
Interesting
yeah,
choice.
That's true.
Interesting choice. I mean, yeah, there are definitely better junglers I would have gone for, like an Olaf or an Udyr or
To be
a...
fair, Killer Queen showed a lot of
Pantheon.
proficiency on Graves in the promotion tournament. Or VCSB, I'm not sure
It's
which
true.
of the two, but he looked pretty
both.
good on this Graves. But on the other hand, it was not Levi on the other side of the rift, so
Yeah.
it's pretty different playing against Levi when you come from playing against Bean J or whoever the jungler is where for the other teams that didn't make it.
It
So
was like Fivehead or something was the guy's name. I don't remember. But I can only say you're Killer Queen, you're a rookie, you're being subbed in, you want to be put on your most comfortable champion. I guess that would be the only reasoning to be picking up Graves in this spot instead of an Olaf. And now we have to actually question these two junglers on GLX. Do they just have dodgy jungle pools? As we see a lock in for the Galio. They still have a lot of flexibility in this composition. I was sort of assuming Bisbo Gragas after that game last time, but now with the Galio lock in, there's a lot. You could see that Gragas heading to the top lane.
we could be in for a top lane last pick after the top lane first pick in the last game. Oh, Kati, okay, it's time for Kati to channel us in the DR1.
DR1, yep.
He wants to once again show everyone, yeah, I can play this way too. I'm not only the supportive mid laner that won both splits, by the way, playing a very good style. No, I can play like DR1 too. Just you watch me.
He can be Dia too.
Hopefully not.
I'm feeling a lot like Robin Williams here, because what year is it? What year is it? This is just 2020, Gar. I don't know how to feel about this. It probably won't matter that much, but okay. If the Jace didn't work for Cardi that well when we saw it, maybe the Tristana will work better because it's a bit more safe. You don't have to rely as much on mechanical outplays. You just gotta push in and destroy turrets. That's actually a reason you can actually play the Tristana relatively supportive as a supportive carry in the early game because you're just focusing on knocking down towers and getting that lane pressure.
Yeah, especially alongside Taliyah, right? You're just perma-shoving, using E on the cannon and destroying waves, and then giving Levi all the time, all the space to invade constantly and erase Killer Queen's camps and run away quickly. So, yeah, this is once again a very topside focused draft from GAM. We like to see that from some time to time. It's back to last year mostly. This year has been very much about the bot side focus, with a lot of weak side for Kiaya. But not the case today. Easy Love is in, so we put a tape over the bot lane. It doesn't exist. I mean, to be honest, looking at the draft, bot lane already doesn't exist, right? It's singled out the 3 picks above and then 2 picks below. Sadly, GAM's monitors have the settings that they can't see the picks below, so it's unfortunate, especially Levi's.
It's a shame.
Yep.
So, does this count as cruel and unusual punishment killing? How, like, this isn't fair. He doesn't get to play many games, and now they bring him out against the Levi Taliyah. That's not nice.
Well, on the plus side, he doesn't have to work that hard to do better than Sorn. So if he puts up a positive KDA somehow, he may just be like, look, I did really good against Levi. You should just play me the rest of the split, honestly. Sorn? Who's Sorn? So this is potentially a chance for Killer Queen to get that starting position after a shocking performance from Sorn. But Gum wins.
Yeah, I think that's a safe bet. We'll talk to you. We'll talk to you
Sorry.
after this game, Arby. Bye. Or before the next one if there's a game 3. Exciting.
Yeah, very likely, very likely. In for a long day today. 6 games. I actually got scammed by all the teams. Like Marby got to cast 9 games, and then I come in and everything is a 2-0. What is going on here? Oh,
Yeah, they
Blazes.
just didn't want to listen to you. Blazers is in a lot of trouble.
Oh, fair enough.
Doesn't quite die. But that is going to set the tone for things to come.
Ignite and Flash Q from Levi still available. I think they could have gone for a kill here. Levi really not playing as aggressive as we know him to play sometimes. So, And he went for the blue smite. Oh, it's a blue smite Talia. Yes. No useless
You
red
had to try
smite
out both.
mage junglers. Thank you.
And Cardi already in a fantastic position in this lane. They did force Blazers to back at a really, really unfortunate time. He obviously now has full control and can potentially deny quite a bit of CS. Actually doesn't manage to deny any of the first couple, but is still in a strong place on this Tristana.
Well, Kati leveled W, right? So W is a lot of all-in damage and it gives a big slow, so it makes sense for the early the cheese play. But it doesn't really give you much lane control. As I say that, he gets to level 2 and immediately jumps on top of Blazes, which makes a lot of sense. But yeah, you don't get the auto push if you skill W, because the E damage, of course, is passive, and you need to skill E to actually get the passive E damage. So he needed to wait for level 2. He's actually losing quite a lot of experience to, not experience, HP, to random traits. So Blazers playing pretty well for himself after a rough start.
Yeah, not doing badly at all. Making sure he catches Cardi with the tip of each laser. Doing very well, but of course, doesn't change much in terms of the priority. There's nothing he can do. He cannot match the Tristana's push. He will always be able to roam first, and it allows Levi to have pretty much full impunity to set up. Oh, I love this Gragas skin, but I think we're going to see a bit of its death animation if this one goes the way I think it might. But
Okay, I
doing
used
a
this
pretty good
W.
job keeping the wave out. Yeah, I don't think that this dive will happen. The wave is a little bit too far out.
They certainly have enough damage. If Ki is able to stack up his bar again... Oh, he wants the extended stun. He doesn't have it, though. Oh, now he got it.
Oh. Yep, there it is, and that's a lot of damage, but Kemkem with a decent flash. Kiaya manages to break turret leash. Are they going to go for round 2? It looks like it, but... Ooh, Kemkem, I think he did everything right. There was just no way he was out there.
Yeah, really rough start for Kemken. This time, there was nothing he could do better. Hello? Kati, there was someone in your lane just a second ago.
Kati, what the hell? What? Kati, you madman! He gets Blazes down to 100 HP, and now he's just got to do the mission. Dun, 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 dun. He's out. He's out of there.
Oh my
Do-do-do.
That was absolute
He's out of
madness.
there.
That was absolute insanity.
To be fair, there is no way Blazers saw that coming.
This time was pretty ugly, to be honest. So they get the initial burst, but Levi doesn't quite have the damage. I think if he's level 4, another point in Q, he probably kills Kemken straight up. He struggles a little bit for damage, but in the end it's still... Yeah, they didn't even have to flash any of the turret shots or anything, so... Yeah, it looks a little rough, and they take a long time, but in the end it's a free kill. Accelerates top lane, gives the Renekton a nice early lead, and actually puts Levi slightly behind in terms of farm, in terms of the jungle experience as well. The Killer Queen should hit level 5 with its next camp instead, so not the greatest execution, but still overall a positive play for GAM, and they're up 1k at 5 minutes already.
Yeah, this is just kind of what they do. Hey, this is a bit of a clinic. Cardi, I mean, what do you think of this? Do you like Cardi going to the DR1 champs, or do you think he should stick to more Cardi style stuff?
I think he's only doing it once he knows that the series is won. Honestly,
okay, sure,
I don't mind it too much. I don't think he's going to do it in playoffs, or I'd hope he doesn't do it in playoffs, because that would mean playoffs is very one-sided in GAM's favor. I think they definitely know where their bread is buttered. They know what champs to put him on and how to dominate the early game.
Ooh. Yeah. Potential clash. Both junglers are here. It's a bit of a 3v3. Bizbo coming in. The Justice Punch doesn't land. Oh no, B has just absolutely ruined Galio's life, but he's down to 1. Both ports are dead. Killer Queen chasing on forward. Graves obviously does a lot of damage at the moment, but it is just going to be that 1-for-1.
Pretty nicely done from GLX. It looked like B completely outplayed the situation, but in the end was not tanky enough to live through all the bursts on the other side. Double ADC with a lot of damage there. But GAM also gets away with a 1-for-1, and don't have to give up any of the camps or waves. Will have to give up the early dragon. So the only statistic they're not first in, or I think one of two statistics they're not dominating, is the first dragon raid, because they're focusing on kills rather. And here we go for another one.
Cardi diving on in. Oh, that was a good little knockaway there from try and get Bizbo back, but Cardi is still trying to find his way away from the Chaos Storm. Oh, a good laser out of Blazers. Will pick up the kill. The Tristana goes down. The dragon was secured, and GLX fight back.
Nicely done. GLX actually showing some signs of life here and abusing Cardi's over-aggressive tendencies in this game so far. Once again, didn't use his Ignite. I'm not sure why he's trying to all in and then not committing to it fully. It's a little strange. It doesn't look too comfortable on this Tristana, which is something we kind of expected, right? It's not really a Cardi champion. So we'll have to see improvement from his side. So he sees the opportunity here to jump in. It's not the greatest attempt, honestly. It's very easy for Blazer to just counter with W and R. So, yeah, maybe a little bit of desperation from Cardi. He's already feeling like people are already flaming him behind his back on the team. Like, this dude thinks he's DR1 and now he's inting again with Tristana. What is going on? Can't you just play set again? What is this ego? So he's feeling very bad right now. He wants to show everyone that he can play this champion as well. And here he goes for top lane.
Oh, but Killer Queen zoning Cardi out. Kemken under the tower. We know what happens when you dive a Gragas, but when you Garm, it doesn't matter because they get the kill. Cardi hops on away. Killer Queen barely even tried to help his top laner there. And that's another death for Kemken. We are very close to 0-3 Kemken.
Wait, I need to watch that one again. How did Cardi get another jump?
He got a kill.
Yeah, I know, afterwards, but he jumped on top of Killer Queen and then jumped under the turret? I'm confused what happened there.
We'll have to see a replay. I assume he must have fully stacked a satchel. But there is an Aphelios ult used in the bot side. B knocking him away. Oh my god. EasyLove has access to the ult, so Shine needs to be a little bit careful. He gets the big shield, but he's got a lot of chakrams your way. Look at him go.
Minions!
And he dies to the minion. Didn't switch gun over to the red. He just goes down.
Oh, Shine felt so great about all the chakrams, and it looks pretty cool. And the minions still just shut him down there. That's an easy kill. Another one to EasyLove. EasyLove starting with a 2-0 lead here. But now Killer Queen is there.
Sneaky Bizbo. Sneaky Bizbo. They do not expect the Crouching Tiger hidden Galio as he comes in and sets up the double kill. Actually really well played from Bizbo. He played well last map as well on the Gragas. Couldn't do anything because his team was so far in the hole. But he played well, and he played well again there.
Take a screenshot, Killer Queen. Take the screenshot and put it over your desk or something. You're 20 CS up on Levi, a level, and 3 kills to 0 against Garm. So it's not going to get better, Killer Queen. Take a screenshot right now.
I'm surprised EasyLove doesn't ult there. I suppose he's just too far into Shine, and it just
they thought that Victor was going to arrive because Victor was missing towards bot side,
true.
And he was on his way down. But then they called off the play for some reason. I'm not quite sure why. Very good vision control as well from GLX on the bot side. You could see 3 pink wards invested to get full control over bot side roams, and came to fruition here with Killer Queen collecting the free double kill. Let's see if he also collected the collector afterwards. No, going for Gale Force first.
No, that makes sense. Get a U mythic first. It is a very strong mythic. It is obviously what Graves wants. It's actually quite far ahead of Levi at the moment. He's got that 16 farm lead as well as the 3 kills. So Killer Queen, clearly the one you want to bring in. He's dynamite with a laser beam. And he's here to blow our mind.
Yeah, looking very good so far. Of course, Grace always struggles to close out games because he's not very useful later on. In some compositions he can be, but most of the time he just gets outranged, outzoned, and can't really put his damage down. Let's see what Killer Queen can do. I'm not sure if I like this item choice first. I think Collector first, if you're very far ahead, is super strong because he has so much burst damage.
Oh, here comes another dive. It's Kemken 0-3. Kemken 3, boys, as he's trying to turn it around onto Levi. Actually doing a lot of damage. Blaze is coming in as well. Cardi might be able to turn the kills. There's one. Can they get the second?
Yes.
Just about. I was wondering if Kiayo was going to go down. He does not. The Dominus heals him up nicely. It's a 2-for-1 up on the top side. 0-3 for Kemken.
Yeah, it's a difficult game though for GAM. GLX is really challenging them with some very good counterplays. GAM's not quite as far ahead as they used to be, or as they are, as they like to be. So they have to actually execute the plays, and Carti's just going to die to Killer Queen. That's another shutdown, but bot lane. Kiaya has arrived. Are you still with me, every day?
I'm here. Sorry, I'm sorry. I lagged out for a second.
That's alright.
I had a bit of lag.
How can you do that? You just missed 2 kills.
I'm sorry, I lagged.
2 more kills for GAM. They get another advantage in the bot lane. Chem can teleport it down. He gets the wave for himself, so he's quite happy. But yeah, you can see Levi's not quite as far ahead as last game. Not actually, I don't actually like the ult from Kemkin here. I think if he ults after the dive, he gets the kill for free. Just ults Levi back into the turret. And all the burst on Carti looks good on the first second, but I think if they focus the burst on the diving member, which is Renekton can't overextend for as long, and then Carti can't go in either. So a little bit of a misjudged damage potential, I guess, from the side of GLX. But very easy to save in hindsight, of course. Hard to say in the moment.
Yeah, very true. But this is obviously the fight that I did miss due to lagging out, not being able to see.
Yeah, it's just another good play. And now 2k gold lead for GAM. They really use they're using map movements to get nice turret advantages. Look at top lane, look at mid lane, look at bot lane. All 3 lanes have they have 5 plates left after 13 minutes together. So only 2 plates in top lane, 1 plate in top, 1 in top, 2 in bot, and 3 in the mid lane, with 1 herald used. So that's very efficient turret mining, and we can see in the gold lead it's only 2 kills, but it's a big gold lead for GAM because of turret plates and farm.
Yeah, very true. As still 2k at 13.5 minutes. You take that if you're GLX. You're getting a second dragon as well. This is one of the closer games GAM has played this split.
Yeah, GLX fighting back. I really like what they're doing here. They are still falling behind individually, especially in top lane and bot lane. But jungle and mid, the 2 positions that are supposed to be the biggest advantage for GAM every time they play, are actually holding up and are ahead when it comes to gold. So this Grace, this Killer Queen, this new player, the rookie coming in, challenging Levi. He wants to make his mark.
Oh, Blazers in a bit of trouble as Levi's chasing onto him, but he does sidestep the shove. But can he sidestep all of the Qs?
No, he can't.
He can. He gets the shield, but not the last one. Unfortunate there. That cooldown is so low. Killer Queen charging on in collateral damage. Bang! He is the better jungler on the Rift here, even in the Carti.
Yeah, the overextension. That's maybe a little bit of a career move instead of a game move. What I mean by that is he wants to show everyone that he is actually able to grapple with Levi to overtake him in this game. It's not the greatest move to win this game because he gives up the shutdown, he gives up more pressure to Carti, gets to wail away at the turret instead of him just defending the turret there. So it's definitely the wrong move if you just look at this game individually, but it's going to leave a mark on the community. He was the one shutting down Levi here, so maybe more of a career move than a win the game move for Killer Queen.
Yeah, maybe, but I do think he kind of just, taking whatever kill he can get at this point.
He's so far ahead, though. He could just go mid lane and defend the turret. Giving up the kill here, it's an assisted kill, it's a shutdown. It's really not the correct move. It's like just gold efficiency-wise, it's a really bad move because they lose top tower, they lose mid tower, they lose the shutdown. So it's definitely the wrong play in terms of gold, but it looks cool and leaves a mark for himself.
Yeah, very, very true. As Blazers actually playing pretty well. This actually, you got to say, this is a much better performance out of GLX compared to Game 1. Blazers holding his own against Carti, not winning, but holding his own. And Ken.
Yeah, some would say this is a very strong combination, Talia and Renekton. It's quite good. It's quite good. The Talia this time around actually going for the late game team fighting kiting build with the Liandry's instead of Ludens. Ludens is more of the snowball. I want to go into penetration as much as possible early on to snowball and burst down everyone. So Ludens is the preferred choice if you get ahead. But Liandry's makes a lot of sense as well, especially into a team that has to go through the stones, right? We have Galio, he's going to land on top of all the stone fields. We have Graves and Gragas who want to dash through, so it's very difficult for them to ever get close to Taliyah. So it makes a lot of sense for her to build more teamfight focus in this game.
Oh dear. Killer Queen going on in, trying to get onto Carti. The knockback is good enough, though. The collateral damage would not have done enough. But Killer Queen certainly living up to his name.
Very close to the solo kill there. Collector might be finished now. With Collector, could have been a kill there. With no flash, but ult was still available. Close call.
Would have been close. It would have had hard to judge because obviously we didn't see it. But GLX is doing well. Sorry, did I say GLX? I mean Gum. Gum are doing very, very well here.
GLX is kind of doing well as well. Only 5k
it's funny
down.
Because but they were actually closer at 17 minutes last game, which is shocking, but it's true.
Interesting. Wow. I really wouldn't have thought that. Yeah, bot lane was actually a strong point for GLX. Now every single lane is losing, but jungle is winning. And because jungle is everywhere, it feels better for GLX, but all the isolated matchups are much worse than last game. So it makes a lot of sense, especially when you look at the ADCs. It's a 2k gold lead just for the Easy Love. And he was very far behind last game, and they still stomped in 23 minutes. So I feel like the game state is still better for GLX compared to the last game, but this might change very quickly.
Levi throwing it in, keeping lasers sectioned out of the Easy Love, dives on forward with that killer instinct. They pick up the 1 kill. Killer Queen desperately trying to escape. He's a point of power for his team. He's got just about enough health to get on out of there. Levi zoning them out further, but that is going to be Gum winning the fight, but somehow they only get 1.
And is this really Levi playing? Is someone else playing and piloting his champion right now? Because he is so defensive today. He didn't follow up his own wall. What is going on? This is not the Levi I know.
Oh, Killer Queen comes back in and finds the kill on Levi. This is why we want to see Killer Queen play. This is why it sucks that he's on the bench. Get this man on a team.
An exciting prospect for sure. Only showing really his best games on Graves so far, but the games on Graves are impressive, for sure. He's pretty low. They can maybe look at bursting him down, look at Carti. All summon is available, but it's the 3rd dragon for Oh my!
Oh no. Oh no.
That's a disaster. Yeah, no smite for Killer Queen. Oh. And he grabs the trophy. Porting back to base. He just won his team a lot of time with that Dragon Steel. Very unfortunate. You can't really... you can blame the whole team, not just Killer Queen.
They needed to cover it.
Yeah,
they needed
indeed.
to cover it so that the Kaiser W hit them. He didn't have spine. That's not his fault.
Camkin stepped away. He dodged. His instincts were too strong. He dodged away from the W. And it flew through and just stole away the dragon. That's the feels bad, man.
That's tragic. That's not Killer Queen's fault. He didn't have smite. They needed to just block the W, but no one was there to do it. That's not good enough.
Yeah, now this Herald, not the greatest... What did I just see? Herald struggling to hold position. I'm not sure what just happened. Just danced around for no reason. We're still going to get the turret, because there's a lot of siege available, and Graves not really useful right now, from behind. All the gold is in the Graves, and he still needs to look for assassinations.
Aphelios ult used. They get the bind. They're actually getting a lot of damage onto Levi. He has, but it's 1 kill. They're charging on forward. Kemken extremely low, not really able to have an impact as he burns down. Blaze is going forward though, as there are a lot of low health bars. The Aphelios Q doesn't quite land. Carti dances away. And the rest of Garm will evacuate with a 1 fight.
And really, quite impressive from GLX. Their team fighting is looking crisp this game. They are still falling further and further behind, unfortunately, because they're losing all the objectives, all the turrets. But you can confidently claim jungle diff in favor of GLX this game. That's not something you would expect after Levi's performance in Game 1. So even though the game is very likely going to go Garm's way, it's still something to look at and say, we won against Levi in 1 game, even though the game score didn't go our way. We actually were able to dominate and shut down this insane jungler. Very nice combination of CC there. Just hitting the Aphelios route into Kemken and Bispo follow-up. So Nicely played. It's a 2-for-1 overall.
That's a really bad laser out of Blazers. I actually think they get an extra kill or two if he doesn't angle that laser, so it
That's
goes
fair. That's
like
a fair point.
it couldn't hit anyone. It didn't just miss. It was in a wall. That was really, really bad.
Usually it doesn't matter too much because Victor cooldowns are not very long, but yeah, it could be another kill. They could potentially chase into the enemy, into their own jungle, I should say. Enemy jungle, kind of, at this point, but could chase for another kill. Maybe even attempt the Baron if they hit the laser, so quite a crucial mistake there. 21 minutes in, we are looking at a 7k gold lead. It really doesn't feel this like this big of a gold lead, especially compared to the last game, but...
It's just the issue is that Kemken is in such a horrible hole. There's a 0-4 Galio, your Aphelios is behind. Yeah, it's true. But I'm talking about why the gold is there, right?
True.
Because like you're losing in most positions, and then you've just got a very, very strong killer queen. Ooh, okay, that was a decision out of Bispo.
Indeed. Not the way to go. Aftershock, fair enough, but you're still not an Alistar, so maybe don't go blindly face check into your own jungle when the enemy team is this far ahead. And now, B from the other side.
Kiaya getting his Sterix procced early. He has to get out of the fight. There's Shine. First kill. Traded back 1-for-1 at the moment, but Levi extremely low. Blazers flashing on forward. Has the gravity field down. Has to fend off Easy Love though, but now Killer Queen is in the middle of it all. It's a triple kill for the Kai'Sa. And Gum, ace GLX. Oh, I'm not sure if it was actually quite an ace, because I'm not sure if Bispo respawned. But regardless, it's going to be a free Baron and a huge win for...
Is it? I'm not sure if they can actually take the Baron. Looks like a struggle
They
right
can,
now.
with a honey fruit. I think they can.
Easy Love dropping pretty low. But Easy Love is allowed to play the game. Hey, Easy Love is actually allowed to have fun on the Rift in a professional game. This hasn't happened for a year now. Bispo, I guess he can see Levi and he really wants to kill Levi again, but that really wasn't it. Don't go for that one. Still kind of like GLX's very compact formation here, going in together, blocking off the engage on Blazes. Very nicely done from Kemken there, but Kiaya has absolutely no angle getting into the fight. Maybe not quite the greatest execution from Blazes there, not controlling the Chaos Storm towards Kiaya. Could have been another kill, maybe prevented the Baron if they kill Kiaya there. So, what? I'm not sure what Kati did afterwards. He didn't help with the Baron, so...
I think he went lifestealed off
he was full HP.
Raptors or something? I'm not sure.
Kati just told Easy Love, okay, you got some kills, but you're still Easy Love, okay? You have to work for me. I'm going to come in for the Baron when it's a 2k HP and then get the last hit. So it's all me, but you need to actually hit the Baron. I get some minutes.
Second Cloud Drake has been picked up now by Gum. They are 9,000 gold, almost 10 ahead as they push in on this bot side. Baron buff secured. And look, it feels like GLX played it a lot closer this game just by the eye test, but in the end, you can only do so much against Gum.
Yeah, they shut down Levi. Levi kind of shut down himself as well. In the end, the lane's still too strong. Some fumbles here and there from Kati and Levi especially, but yeah, the team is just much better. It's playative in basically every position, right? But they've already lasted longer than last game, and maybe they can get to 30 minutes. Would be an accomplishment. With
Oh my lord, the damage out of Kati. Got 4 auto attacks on Bispo, nearly killed him with the ult. Easy Love diving forward, gets the Chaos Storm out.
Blazes is really bad.
Oh my god, Easy Love! What are you doing? Easy Love just diving forward, having to burn his flash, and now the team engages. The wall is thrown out.
There's a turret
has
gun.
to exit this fight. Kiaya is very low, and then he's not, because Gore Drinker is a good item. He goes gold. Can he actually get out of this one? I don't think so. No, he can't. He will be collected. And
okay.
Oh my, Kati! He's got
Penta.
the triple! He wants this. Yeah, no, he absolutely wants it. I don't think they're going to give it to him.
Out. If he jumped in, I think it's a Penta. He's level 16.
Yeah.
I think he gets a Penta there. Unfortunate, we could have gotten 2 Pentakills in one day. But it's still the inhibitor. Gun does not care about your turrets. They never have. They will not start now. Kati hitting level 16 now. Very, very strong. Farmed up Storm and is now sitting on 3 items, I believe. So this early game, it was a little bit of a struggle. He didn't quite look like DR1 with early game roams into the top lane like DR1 did all the time. But now in the late game, he is showing us some very clean team fighting, very good target selection. 9, 2, and 5 actually overtook EasyLove in kills, because of course he would.
Of course, he can't not. You know, I'm pretty sure if you have a lower KDA than EasyLove and you're playing a similar champion, you actually get benched from Garm. That's just how they do it. This is so ridiculous. What is he doing? Madman.
He's having fun. He gets out, by the way.
Yeah, he does. He's gone. And then they all just pile in under the tower. I mean, look, Garm, they lost the Gigabyte sponsorship a while ago. Why don't they just rename to, like, Team Omreka? Because they do not care about towers. They turn them off. Bizbo is getting chased down. He's just juking as best as he can, but there's no real chance. EasyLove very low away from the Chaos Storm.
Oh!
Kemken is just going to come in, ruin his KDA.
3-pointer.
How rude. Well done. He throws it from downtown. Gaia will clean up Killer Queen. And with Killer Queen down, there's not too much they can do. The Aphelios ult does not do much. Blaze is going on forward, gets a 1,000-gold shutdown. But look at this big boy Crocodile kicking up a triple. Levi finishes it off, and it's an ace. GLX once again are removed from Summoners.
And honestly, I strongly believe that the only purpose of Gum's games is to make it very hard for us to decide MVPs. Because, like, tell me who the MVP of this game is every day. I have no idea. I guess Kiaya for his KDA?
Killer Queen. He was the most valuable player on his team, that's for damn sure. It's a good question. I'm honestly not sure who it is. I think Kiaya.
Yeah, they're all moving together. It's a very cohesive performance. It's very fluid. They seem to be on the same page all the time. That's something that's very different to last year's GAM, I believe. Especially last year's GAM at the start of the split. They got better later on, but this GAM came in on such a higher level already, so imagine they improve on their team play aspect, and maybe some of the mistakes in the early game, they will be a truly fearsome team. EasyLove trying to run away. Nice. That's just cool. That's just...
Yep, Kemken just coming in to make sure Style doesn't lose his spot.
Also, like, Kati tries his hand at the Xpeki kiting, where he just stands still.
Stands completely still.
Yeah, on top of all the AoE from Blazes, and then he realizes, well, maybe not the greatest idea. I should move back a centimeter here. Kati, okay.
Getting chunked out. Kati flying over the wall. Gets the kill. Has a out once he comes back up if they don't time their CC perfectly. Bizbo did a pretty good job, but they actually didn't manage to get the damage onto him. Levi's picked up one. EasyLove has as well. In the end, Kati did pay for his sins, but EasyLove is here as the purifier. They're going to walk in through the bot lane, and I believe they'll be taking the series momentarily.
Wait, they can't win. 47 kills. We can beat the kill record. Yesterday, Quickshot said it was something like 50. We had 47. Another ace, and we're over 50. They're going to end.
I don't think it's going to happen. I mean, is that only in, like, A leagues? Because we had 100 kill games.
Yeah, not this year, though, right?
True, it's not this year.
Yeah, it's this year. We
Fair
ended
enough,
48.
Nexus...
That's pretty high. That's pretty good. Close enough.
Yep, 48 kills in 29 minutes. We take those. Levi dying to the fountain laser. Got a little bit confused. Thought that was a Victor laser. But, oh boy. That is some brutality. We're going to head straight over to the analyst desk. I don't know how much our analysts really have to add. Barbie, you got any opinions?
Killer Queen. Good.
What is that?
That is Killer Queen from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. So yeah, Killer Queen, really good. Give him a starting spot, please. Other than that, EasyLove got to play League of Legends. It's a brand new experience for him. And
he got very confused, as you could see in the last dive there.
Yeah,
like, what is going on? I can actually deal damage. What?
Exactly. This is a brand new experience for him. He took the most advantage of it by just jumping in and trying to do all the damage he could do. But then he got a little bit hypey at the end. So ruined his vote for MVPs, maybe.
I think he gets one.
He gets points. I'm not sure if I give him
points.
3. I'm not. Nah.
Yeah, it's very hard to decide who gets 3 in that.
Kemken. 3 Kemken.
3 Kemken. 3 Kemken. I don't like Garm. Because Garm is hard to analyze. Garm is hard to talk about because they're good. They're just so much better. It's like Garm doesn't need to work on their team fighting macro ward, any of that copy pasta list because they're just so much better than the
They've
rest.
got it all down.
It's hard to see their weaknesses, especially in the VCS.
I think it's also very fun to see them play the first game super serious. You go like ultra stomp in the first game, 23 minutes, 20. I think they had under 21 minutes against SBTC, supposedly the second best team in the first game. And then the second game, they lean back a little bit. They go, okay, what champ do you want to play? Oh, Tristana. Oh, you can't play Tristana. Yeah, well, whatever. Let's go. And they're just having fun. Still under 30 minutes, by the way, even the second game. So.
Yeah, they're absolutely fun to watch as a spectator, but because I have to actually talk about them, I don't like Garm.
Well, it's more the hardest part about Garm is when we're trying to talk about the other team because we don't like being doom and gloom on this broadcast. We try and hype teams up, but against Garm, it's very, very difficult. But with that, our week actually draws to an end. It is, of course, Sunday night or Monday morning for two of us. But we are done for the week. The VCS has gone through. It's very, very fun so far. I'm glad to be back. 2 weeks break was far too long. I need more VCS in my life. And we hope you do too, because of course we are here every week, 3 days a week, bringing you every single VCS game. If you do have the spare money, we understand it's a hard time for everyone all around the world, but if you do have any spare money, donations, subscriptions to Twitch, or subscriptions to our Patreon are really, really appreciated. Money's rough. And any help is always appreciated. We're here every week, and if you want to support us, we'd appreciate it. Regardless, you can also join our Discord community, follow us on Twitter, follow us on Facebook, and I think we even have an Instagram where we post some fun memes and the like. Our communities are active on all of those spots. Oi, PJ.
Sorry.
Dirty swearer. Dirty swearer.
Go now.
Regardless, with Marby screwing themselves out of a spot, don't worry, we'll have them replaced for next week. We'll be saying good night. Have a good week, everyone, and we'll see you next Friday for more VCS action right here on VCS English.
Can't believe I've scuffed it. I've scuffed it.
You've scuffed it.
So
You've done it.